Hey
Hey
guys,
guys!
this is Shay and Sam from Parents Guide to the World. We took a trip to Legoland Discovery Center. Let's take a look and see how it was for 2021.
So, recently, my daughter Chloe has been really wanting to go to Legoland. Now, where we live, there isn't an actual Legoland, but the closest thing that we do have to it in Boston is Legoland Discovery Center. Now, being that I had never actually been to one, I was very excited to check this out with her and see how she felt about it. So, the first thing to know is it's kind of in downtown Boston. It's in a great little district, there's stores all around it. And when you first arrive, there's this giant giraffe out in front. I mean, I don't even know how long it could have taken them to put it together, but it is super neat. Now, you go in, and for a regular ticket price, if you just want to go in, check it out, have the normal experience, that's $18.99 a person. So it's not horrible. But what we recommend for the additional fee, we paid $27.99, and that included the day's worth of activities. It also included an activity pack, which comes with, you can see that there, it comes with this little packet. And this little packet here has a stamp for every single station. So as you go through Legoland, you and your child go through and you actually stamp it for completion of each one. In addition to that fee, they also give you this nifty little Lego character, which my daughter made mine for me. That's all for $27.99. Now, in addition, there are a couple upsells when you go in. They actually have a VR, like a VR racing game at the end. That's an additional $5 a person. We did end up doing that because Chloe was just thrilled to go ahead and check it out. But as you walk into Legoland, you're going to go ahead and pay. And then you immediately get in line to board a ride. The ride is actually called Kingdom Quest. And what happens is you get on the ride and it takes you through like a little maze, kind of like a cave. You each have a little gun and you shoot spiders and bats and bad guys in an attempt to save the princess. It was really fun. Chloe loved it. She actually wanted to ride it again. Now, the only negative part to that is that I don't know if this is due to COVID or just the way that Legoland is set up, but you can only do the ride once. So after we got off of there, then it takes you into this tiny little mini land of Legos. Now, personally, I thought that would be the one area that my daughter would be kind of bored, because what it is it's basically a version of the Boston Historic District. So it's super cool as adults. Like, I love looking at it. There were so many interesting things. It took 15 people over 5,000 hours to construct this entire mini town. This actually ended up being my daughter's favorite area. She looked at every tiny little detail. They actually even had a little area that had a recreation of the Boston Tea Party, which was super cool. Now, she's young enough, she doesn't know what that is yet. It gave us that educational moment to explain it to her as well. She noticed all the little moving pieces. There were actually some exhibits below that where like you could click a light and you could see different things. Like they actually had a little version of basically the show Cheers, which was super adorable. So we were in there quite a bit. In fact, when we left, we went back through there just so that she could see it all again. After you leave Miniland, you start to walk past the Master Builder Station. Normally, there's supposed to be somebody in there building, the new creations so that you can check it out and see how it looks. Unfortunately, there wasn't anyone in there at the time. So that was a little disappointing. I know that for Shay and I, that was a big thing that we wanted to see. But that's okay because Chloe, she was just excited that she had gotten to see the mini town and she just wanted to move on and see what other activities they had. As soon as you get out of mini town, you actually go into the Lego City Play Zone. The Lego City Play Zone, it's basically a giant room of multiple activities. They have like a station where you can build a little Lego car and then race it. They have stations that's like farm animals, little fake restaurants. I think it might have even been like a fake Starbucks.
In the main Lego play area is Merlin's Apprentice, which is kind of your classic Dumbo style ride with a modern spin on it. So you get in and it's it's like the Wizard Apprentice style. You hop in the seats and you pedal and it goes around in a circle and goes up and down. Now it is a little bit shorter ride, and to be honest, I think it was fun, but the disappointing part was probably that it took so long to do the seatbelts. If they had just invested in maybe a different kind of seatbelt mechanism, they probably could have moved people through it twice as fast. So we sat there waiting to go on the ride, probably 2 or 3 times longer than the actual ride was. In the end, our daughter enjoyed it, so that's what's important. And then the only other real ride was the 3D race cars. Now, the 3D race cars were pretty cool. It's virtual reality. You hop in and you get to race against your family members. You get in little pods, and it's I think it's probably a pre-scripted race is what I think, but you're in the cars, so you don't really control anything, but you do get full movement, you get to look around. But the thing about that wasn't as neat is that it's an extra $5 per person to do it. I do think it was worth it, especially if you have a kid. I may not have ever gone and done it without a kid. Overall, I think the 3D virtual reality racer was really fun. Chloe, who has had only a little bit of experience in VR, really enjoyed it. So for her, it was like definitely worth it. For me, I've done real VR. I have friends that have VR and stuff. So it was cool, but it wasn't something that I would go out of my way to go see.
Now, the only unfortunate thing in here was that a lot of stuff was closed due to COVID. So, like, there's a little fire station that was closed and a couple other little areas. So that was a little disappointing that we couldn't experience all of it, but it really didn't seem to bother Chloe at all. She was just thrilled to be there and check out what they did have. And once again, each station there, they had the stamps. So once again, we grabbed onto this and stamped each activity. We didn't get to do all of them, of course, because of COVID. And in addition, they are only doing 90-minute slots right now. I'm not gonna lie, you kind of have to move quickly to get through things. Luckily, we did get everything that we wanted to do done, with an exception of the things that were closed.
Now, as part of the pass we were there, we got these little cards with some activities, which is pretty cool. And they also gave us this little guy here, which is a keychain. I haven't even opened mine yet because Chloe opened hers, and I was running around taking care of filming and stuff. So let's see how this looks here. So we get our little keychain. So then we got little pieces in here. Looks like there's some eyes and some different backers. Oh, we must be missing the stickers. Did we drop them? All right. Oh, still in the box. Shouldn't have just thrown it on the floor. Okay. We got some little stickers, so we can make some different ones here. Let's see here. Brick Buddy, Champion, Awesome, BFF, Best Dad Ever. I mean, I am kind of the best dad ever, so maybe I should use that one. So we take that, and where's that gonna go? Oh, I have to choose a faceplate. So I'll probably build this by myself here in a minute. I'm not gonna build this on camera, but pretty cool little accessory that you get. Nice little keychain. I don't know how much extra we paid. Sam probably mentioned that earlier. But you get the little activity thing, which we honestly didn't have time to do most of these activities. We got a few stamps, but it wasn't much there. And then she put these together and gave it to her mom. So that was pretty cool. Extras, probably worth it. Something for the kids to have as like an automatic souvenir. That way you might not have to visit the Lego shop afterwards. There's a Lego shop right there, so keep that in mind. Just something I would consider.
The things that were closed ended up being like the climbing walls, pretty much anything the kids were touching. They really just had to close off, and it's understandable. They were really good though as far as COVID safety. There are sanitizing stations everywhere. They like you to sanitize your hands before and after you get on the rides for safety. It was great in that regard.
But it is 2021. You have to have expectations versus reality. Things are on limited time slots that they wouldn't normally be. You can't have people crowded together in one area, so something like a theater might be a little harder for them to spread people out. So in the end, I think it was really good experience to go to Legoland Discovery Center.
Overall, in conclusion, we had a great time. Yes, we were a little disappointed by some of the things that were closed, but that's really to be expected with COVID still going on. Hopefully by this time next year, we can check it out again when everything's open and be able to, view the theater and make sure we get all the stamps this time. That would be fantastic. It's a little smaller than a traditional Legoland, still plenty big enough to entertain your kids. We really look forward to being able to go again once it opens up.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe down below, hit that bell button, and smash that like button. Are you still here? If you're still here, you definitely need to hit that subscribe button. This video is over. Bye.